Full disclosure, I completely understand that talking negatively about cats online is very unsafe to my health. I appreciate your concerns. I am sorry to offend everybody, but no, I am not a big time cat person. And before all you dog people out there get super excited, I actually dislike dogs more than cats. And if you're wondering what in the world I would like, I'm actually a bird person, but I don't own any birds because I lost that battle. So we have cats in this house. We have two, as a matter of fact, and you're probably wondering, how can someone who doesn't like cats have two cats? Well, they came with my wife. They were like a package deal. In order for me to marry her, I had to accept her cats. So, love came through and I have cats. Now then, one of the older cats unfortunately passed, and my son, who is 7 now, he wanted his own kitten. So, we, of course, went and got him a new kitten. But just a couple days ago, we had my wife's cousin over, and she had her son over, who I believe is around 2. And you know how 2-year-olds are, so he was running all over the house doing 2-year-old things, and my son was playing with him too, doing 7-year-old things. And it scared the little kitten, so the little kitten ran downstairs to the basement. So when I got home from work, my job was to go downstairs and to rescue the kitten. This does not sound like a very big mission, but it turned out into a very big ordeal, and I will explain. So I go down the basement, I find out where the kitten is hiding, I talk to the kitten, I calm the little kitten down, I reach in to pick the kitten up to get her out of where she is to bring her back upstairs, and she goes full on crazy cat on me and starts clawing me and doing all kinds of crazy things, and basically suction cups herself to my chest with her claws like Garfield on the back window of a car. Of course, I pull her off and I have immediately this horrible pain in my chest. Like I had to bend over and clutch my chest, hurting really bad. I don't know what's going on. I look down and I notice blood on my hands, and I'm like, okay, this is not good. So I go upstairs to find out what this cat did to me and basically check out the wounds I have and take care of them. I get into the bathroom and immediately I notice I got a couple little tears on my shirt and I am bleeding through my shirt. Of course, I am shocked by this because it's a little kitten. How in the world did this thing do this much damage to me? But if there's a will, there's a way, I guess. So I take my shirt off, I start cleaning things off, and then I notice that the cats, what my wife calls their hook, the real long claw that they have like in the back of their paw area, she calls it the hook. I noticed that the cat's hook is pierced through my nipple. Yeah, my nipple looked like one of those punk rock girl nipples where they have the steel bar through their nipple and they think it looks all sexy because they think torture is sexy. I guess they saw Hellraiser a couple too many times, but anyways, I have this cat's claw pierced from one side to the other of my nipple. So I come up with the brilliant idea that I should slowly pull it out, because if I just ripped it out, I might just rip off my whole nipple, and I really don't want to go to the hospital to get my nipple reattached, because that's just not a fun story or a fun trip to the hospital. So I slowly pull this cat's claw out of my nipple. So I get it out, and being that I'm a germphobe, I'm like, that is a cat's claw that was in my nipple. Cats are dirty. I don't want to go to the hospital again and, have an infection of the nipple, because that's not fun either. Nobody wants a massive infection in their nipple. So I do what I think is the smart thing to do, and that is go extreme with it. So I grab the rubbing alcohol and just take the top off of it and splash it right on me. Now then, the sudden pain that this gave me made my knees buckle, and I about hit the sink when I lost my balance. After a while, I regained my whereabouts of where I was and realized that was not a good idea, and there's much better medical things you can do to clean up a wound in that way. Well, then my son hears about the story and what had happened to me. And just a little backstory, my son loves Guardians of the Galaxy. He loves both movies, specifically the second one better than the first one. He even loves the soundtrack. We have it on record, and he plays it and dances to it all the time. So anyways, he's a big Guardians of the Galaxy fan. And in the second film, his favorite part is when they realize that the reason that Drax doesn't wear a shirt is because Drax has sensitive nipples. So after hearing about my ordeal, my son, my loving son, comes to me with such concern and looks at me and goes, "Daddy, do you now have sensitive nipples like Drax?"